Alright, good day, people of YouTube. This is my actually second attempt to do this video. This is my final video. I lost 1.2 pounds this week. And the reason why this is the second attempt, I ran out of time on my card, so I had to delete some videos. Okay, so I lost 1.2 pounds. I'm 162.8 pounds this morning. So yeah, my original goal was 163 pounds. Now somewhere around the line, I was like, oh yeah, let's go to 157 so I can give myself a 21,000 calorie reward. You see, there are 3,500 calories in a pound. 6 pounds times 35 is 21,000 calories, hence the 21,000 calorie reward. But sometime a couple weeks ago, or a week ago, maybe a few days ago, I realized, wait a minute, I'm not going to do this really quickly. I'm doing this over a 3-month period. And wait a minute, if I'm going to stay at 2,400 calories, wouldn't I, over a 3-month period, basically burn that 21,000 extra calories, especially since I'm averaging 0.7 pounds per week? A little under over these 90 weeks. Yes, 90 weeks it's been. And that equals, that's about 2,000 calories a week, averaging a loss. And so if you think about it, that's like 10.5 weeks, boom, that's 21,000 calories. So I just realized, wait a minute, no, I don't have to go down to 157. 163, my original goal, is good enough because I'm still going to do the 2,400 thing plus the 21,000 bank account thing, plus I'm still going to run, but now I'm switching it up. I'm going to start weightlifting too. I'm going to get some 20-pound weights, do some other stuff. And so 3 days a week I'm going to do weightlifting, and 3 days a week I'm going to do 5 miles a day. So it'll be 15 miles a week. And I was reading online, 15 miles a week, that's healthy. You go beyond 20 miles a week, like 25, then it starts to get unhealthy. I'm like, what? Alright, so 15 miles a week running, I should be good. Plus the weightlifting, which will give me muscle, and the muscle should theoretically increase my metabolism. Also, my new goal is to get to 10% body fat. And also, I want to say this will be my last diet video. This is it. I reached my goal. There'll be no more diet videos. It's been 90 weeks. Thank you all, you 3, 4, 5, 6 people that, maybe it's been like 50, 60 people if you combined all 90 videos and they all checked and all these individual people. Anyone that's watched my video, thank you so much for watching my videos, or even if you gave me just a slight bit of encouragement, thank you so much over those 90 weeks. It means a lot to me, and I'm very proud of what I've been able to do. That I started out at 225 pounds, and I lost 62.2 pounds over a 90-week period. I'm like, wow. That's the most I've ever lost on a diet. I did have a diet before where I did get to 169. This was like 7 years ago, where I got to 169.6. But I decided, how about after the diet, I'll give myself a reward of eating as much as I can eat over a week period. So I stuffed my face with not 4,000 calories a day, not 5,000 calories a day. I ate over 10,000 calories a day for 7 straight days. It was a miracle I wasn't put in the hospital eating that much food. I mean, there would be times where I'd wake up in the middle of the night with huge heartburn. I was like, what the? And so, what happened after the week? Well, after a week of eating like that, I weighed 191.6 pounds or something. It was in the 90s, 190s. I know that. It was like 191 point something. I had gained 21, 22 pounds. 1 week's time, I got fat. So I was like, okay then. I just worked, and this one was only for 1 year, 52 weeks, and I had lost like 48 pounds in 52 weeks, so I basically almost like gained almost half of it back in 1 week, and so that was not a smart move. So I was like, okay, this time it's going to be different. This time I want to go lower to 163 just because it gives me an incentive. See, the reason why I picked 163 now is because I've never been this weight. I was at 169.6, but I was like, okay, I need something to give myself an incentive. So I was like, okay, what do I look like? What would I look like if I hit 163 pounds? What would I look like? So that was part of the incentive. And also, I still was going to give myself a reward. And the reward is 21,000 calories over like a 3-month period, which is a lot more sensible than pig your freaking face out for 7 straight days, eating like, Kobayashi or Joey Chestnut would, on the 4th of July. And so I was like, okay, except for me, I'm not like doing any reversals of fortunes and throwing up in the toilet. I'm just keeping the food and just stuffing it down. Okay, so I did it. I freaking did it. Yeah. Ooh. Yes. Praise the diet. What? Yeah. 62.2 pounds. Say it again. 62.2 pounds. That's like over 200,000 calories of diet. Like I said, 2,000 calories a week, over 2,000 calories a week, probably more like 2,200 calories a week I was losing. And consistently, week after week after week. You would think that just 300 calories a day, losing that wouldn't be much. It's like, whatever. But do that day after day after day after day. And I do that 90 straight weeks. 90 freaking straight weeks. You are eating 300 calories less a day than your body is supposed to be eating. It can get difficult. It can get hard, and sometimes I was like, oh, this is hard. This is really, 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 really hard. And I'm like, my stomach's like, I'm like, stomach, shut the freak up. We can do this. Yes, come on. You're gonna look good. Come on. You won't be so pot belly. You'll look good. You'll be like kind of flat and sharp. You'll be like, yeah, look at that. What? So I was like, yes, I've got to do it. I've got to do it. I've got to do it. I did it. This is it, man. This is it. This is the last one. No more. So there is no next week. No. This is it. So this is why I'm rambling on like because this is it. There will be no more diet. And I just had to have a lot of freaking self-control. And a lot. And a daily one. And, you'd think it would be easier doing it over such a long period. In a way, the one benefit, I guess you could say, is you get to enjoy the process, and people like say, oh, you look good. It's like, I think at some point they probably think you stopped dieting. But no, I finally have stopped dieting. 90 weeks, which is 14 weeks short of 2 years, if I'm not mistaken with my mathematical ability. So I did it. I freaking did it. And that means a lot to me. I'm like, yeah, this is it. No more. That's it. Done. So I'm happy I did it. And yeah, kind of already had a little bit semi-big day because it's my celebration day. I'm not going to have like a really big day. I think I've had like 3,200 calories, and I think I'm going to have like maybe 1,000 calories at least. Go out 4,200, and then tomorrow I'll probably just go back to 2,400 because it's just a celebration day. Like, yeah, I made it, sucker. It's because, remember, like I said, the celebration day before would have been a 10,000 calorie day. So this is definitely a tapered celebration day. I've learned my lesson from the diet before. I'm like, no. Another thing besides this video thing, I forgot to tell you this, is every single day I counted my calories. I counted everything I put in, my bubble gum. It didn't matter if it was a snack, treat. Even if there was something that I didn't know, I would guesstimate what the calories were and say, okay, it's that many calories. And yeah, sure, that's how many calories it is. I'm going to say it is. And boom. Also, one thing I did stay away from with this diet, towards the end I did go a little bit on it, but I was like, chips. Chips. Chips, Cheetos, whatever, Doritos, anything like that. That, I would say, is the biggest no-no for a diet of all time. And there are some no-nos, like soda or sugary stuff. Chips is a little bit of a different thing. For some reason, I can eat that, and I want to eat the whole entire bag. It's like, you can't just stop at 10 chips. Like it says, you can't just stop at one. Like, remember the old Lay's thing way back in the day, Ruffles or whatever it says? You can't just stop at one. No, that was true. I had a so when I get a freaking 6-ounce bag, I'm like, another thing that was a hard one for me, and I did stay away from, is pizza. I think there's a ton of carbohydrates or whatever it was. It was like, I'd get I live by myself, and so I'd get a 2,000 calorie pizza, and that's my food for the day. But pizza tastes really, really, really good when it's first cooked. And in my back of my mind, it's like, if you wait like a few hours, the pizza's not going to taste as good when you cook it, or you'll probably eat it cold because you're too lazy to freaking put it in the oven. That's what's going on in my mind. I'm like, okay, no, I'm not going to do that. So, yeah, I did it. Woo woo. As I said, I need to get some more muscle. Like my new Mexican is 10%. I guess this is it, man. Got some water here to drink. I drink plenty of water. This is definitely a good thing to drink if you're thirsty. 0 calories, and you learn to love the taste. And it's healthy. I started hearing people say, hey, diet soda has aspartame. Dangerous. It kills ants. Like, okay, whatever. I won't drink diet soda. So most of my diet I have except for a few times, I've probably drank 30, 40 diet sodas in my 90 weeks. So really, most of my sodas I've drank are real soda. Oh, that's another thing. The first year, I didn't drink soda. I did the second year. But the reason why is I realized soda, yes, tastes great, but if you want to start a diet, don't drink soda, at least the very first year, because once that year was up, I'd had a year's worth of 52 weeks, and I realized, okay, I've already built up 52 weeks, now I can start drinking soda. Why? Because I've already got in my mind, look, I've invested this much effort into this. You can't stop now. You have to keep on going. And so, for the very first year, I did not drink any soda. Also, for the very first year, I had a rule. Do not go to a fast food joint by myself. And so I refused to go by myself. I would go if someone else was going. But that wasn't too often. That was like 15, 20 times a year, maybe. Maybe a little more, because my nephew would want to go to the fast food joints. I was like, okay. But I would go on a daily basis, like boom, boom, and it cost me a lot of money too. So I was like, you know what? How about the first year we don't do that? Because again, fast foods and everything, their food tastes good. It's not like normal, bland cereal, tasteless food. They put some good chemical, whatever stuff they put in the fast food, it's good. It's like freaking crack for humans, and it tastes good. Yummy, yummy good. And it's not so good for you. And I was like, okay. So after a year, I built it up. I was like, okay, it's okay. Now I can go on the fast food. But the very first year, I did not do fast food. Also, there's the exercise I forgot to tell you. For the first 6 weeks, I didn't work. do any exercise until like mid-February, and then my nephew was like, hey, let's play tennis. I was like, okay, let's do this twice a week. We'll play 3 sets of tennis twice a week, and we did do that. And I did that continually, probably right up until January. And then my nephew got on the tennis team in the college, and that went out the window because now he's on the tennis team. Somehow, by miracle, he got on the tennis team. We were not really that good, so I was like, oh wow, they had an extra spot open, and so I was happy he was good enough after all that time to get there. So we did exercise and have a lot of exercise from that. I am really going on a tangent, I've really gone, I'm all over the place here. I'm random as can be. Yes, I realize this. I'm realizing as I'm telling you that I'm as random as can be. Saying that I'm random as can be is also random. And saying that you're random and random, that's even more random. So I'm making this all-time random garbage. So I've done it. I've gone with. I did it. I got to 162.8. I plan on staying in the 160s. I'm going to fight strong to be in the 160s. I'm going to start weightlifting. I want to get to the 10%, my next goal, get to 10% body fat. I don't know how exactly I'm going to measure that accurately. It's going to be a little bit on the tough side because it costs money to accurately measure your body fat. But I'll notice, I'll be like, okay, I'm getting more chiseled and stuff. Yeah. So that's what I'm going to do. Super excited I made it. This means a lot, and yes, I'm going on and on and on, but this is the last video, man. I can go on and on. This is it. This is the last one, you understand? No more. Yeah, lost 0.8 pounds this week. Well, it's been good. So blah, blah, see you later. No, this is it. This is freaking it. No more. That's it. This is it. Boom. Boom goes the dynamite. No more. And so I think I can blather on as much as I want because this is my goal. And maybe because I've got like a little bit of extra calories in my system and it's like my body is like, yeah, party time! And all the cells in my body are just into this like huge party mode, like, yeah, woo, he's finally off his diet, woo, we don't have to starve anymore, woo, woo, yay, 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 he's finally off his diet, doesn't have to starve anymore, yeah. Nope, now I can maintain the weight. We'll see how that works. So, as I said, this will be it. Yeah, I will maintain though. I definitely will continue. May stop this, but I'm going to continue the daily calorie count thing. I'm going to continue the daily exercise. I'm going to take one day off a week just because you need one day to recuperate. And yeah, I want to gain more muscle now. That's my number 2 goal. So yeah, thank you for following along. A few of you that did. This means a lot, like I said. So there will be no more videos. If you want to, if you're new to what I've done, go check my first video out. Go check my 10th video out. Go check my 15th video out. Go check out my 25th video, my 35th, my 45th, my 55th, my 65th. And you will notice a gradual weight loss where I slowly go from this big old beef. I used to go like, there is no more of that. Look, I can like sort of do it. If I go like this, if I bend backwards like that, yeah, I can get that thing going on. But this is it, man. 62.2 pounds. Yes, I'm excited. And yes, maybe I'm a little boastful, but dude, this is like a huge diet accomplishment. I actually look somewhat physically good now for first time maybe in my life. I know it's 169.6, but I forgot to tell you about that. I was like, I don't know. When I was 169.6, I didn't exercise at all. I did nothing. Didn't do weightlifting. I didn't run. I didn't do anything. But this time was different. I actually played tennis twice a week. And then since May or June, I've been running. And I've been running a lot. This Last week I ran 23 miles. The week before I ran 23 miles. The week before I ran 21 miles. And the week before I ran 19 miles. 17. So I was building it up and I got to the point where, yeah, I was running. Now it's going to be a little bit different. I'm only going to do 15 miles a week. And then I'm going to do weightlifting the other 3 days to build up my muscle. So that's it, man. This is it. Finito. And finished. And I'm happy about it. This means a lot. I'm going on and on and on. Yes, I know, I should have stopped 10 minutes ago. No, so they're like, you should have stopped when you were 30 seconds into the video. And I was like, you said 30 seconds. No, I mean, you should just not even put the video up to begin with. It's an accomplishment, come on. Alright, I guess this is it. Finito. It's been nice doing this thing. Even if I was helped by this, it helped me a lot. Just this video series made me accountable for my actions. And it's saying, you know what, I'm putting my face up there in front of the world every week. Anyone, some guy in Japan, Mongolia, they'd be like, oh, he didn't follow his diet plan. Ha 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 ha. He didn't follow his diet plan. Ha. Of course, that didn't really happen, but you see what I'm saying. I was accountable. And every week I went before the camera and said, yes, I did my goal. And yes, I am still doing what I'm supposed to with my diet. I'm still maintaining the 2,400. I'm averaging 2,400 calories or less for my goal. And I did that. I averaged 2,400 calories or less every single day for 90 straight weeks. There would be some days where I'd have 3,000 calories, but I knew I'd have to go back down. I'd have to have an 1,800 calorie day the next day. I didn't do that too often. There were probably about less than 10 days I did that. Even for maybe probably 8 or 9 days I did that for the 90 weeks. I rarely did that. Rarely. Maybe it was 10 days, I don't know, but I rarely did. It was like not too often. Even during some Christmases and Thanksgivings, I kind of held back. I didn't even have a fat day for Christmas. I didn't have a fat day for Thanksgiving. I didn't even have a fat day for Easter or Halloween or even my birthday. I had no fat days. And if I did have a fat day, it was only because I saved up calories because I would go 2,000, and then use those 1,200 extra for a fat day for something. But I never said, this is my screw it day. I didn't do that for 90 straight weeks. And so that's one thing also. I was like, man, this has been a tough one. I did it though. So yeah, this is it, man. And this is my last day for accountability. Hopefully I can continue and maintain. I know maintaining can be tough. See what happens. But I'm a little smarter now because of the previous day. I'm like, okay. I've got to continue at least doing the daily count. And I've got just to continue the exercise. But the video thing, that accountability, and I've done it. I've gotten to the point where it's like, boom, I got to my goal weight. I was going to do these video series until I got to my goal weight. And I'm under 163 pounds now. So that's it. Thank you for watching, all of you. Have a nice one. Bye.